Hi Pisces, happy November. I hope you're doing well. Okay. All right guys, we're in some pretty heavy energy. I don't think I need to tell you that. I think November's going to be, you know, a little bit more challenging, I would say, until, maybe the mid-November. It's a good uh, cleanse time, so to speak, okay? Uh, you want to manifest things on this new moon, okay, that really bring you to the highest level of who you are, okay? And you'll see the fruits of that labor. Find out where, where this new moon falls in your chart, because that's what you really want to manifest. You don't want to. This is really a powerful new moon, or I wouldn't stress it so much, but it's really good. What's gonna, start to manifest for you till like maybe mid 2017. Okay, so it's got some significance to it. Okay, and I think that's why the theme of these readings, whenever I can grab a new moon like this with this much power behind it, I wait to do my readings. I know exactly what I'm looking for, and this is the energy. Okay, it's gonna leave some marks, yeah, but at the end of it, you're gonna be all the better for it. Okay, and the manifestations are showing up in ways that you wouldn't even imagine before. Okay, for Pisces, exactly. It's, you want to manifest things that pull your more magic, psychic, uh, opposed to the logical way of thinking, right? You're very intuitive sign, okay? I'm a Pisces myself. I'm an Aries Pisces cusp, so I know what goes on in there, okay? So you wanna really tap into that, be present in that, okay? That's where the magic happens. Okay, Sun, Moon, and Rising, that's where I'm going with that. I'm going to do mids as well this month, so don't worry. The energy of the readings can shift, okay? So that's why I decided last month that we're going to do this. All right, I laid out the cards already. We'll pull clarifiers if we need to, okay? All right, we come into November with the energy of the Page of Swords, okay? Page of Swords. That can be, again, very hard energy, okay? This is someone, though, that is very intellectual, but the delivery isn't so wonderful. So pay attention to the content, okay? But this is energy coming in, so it's going to be messages coming that may not have the best delivery, okay? But the content is what you're looking for here, okay? Be patient, though, too. I hear around this that, what you're looking for peace in here, okay? But I don't think it comes at the beginning of the month, okay? I think that you're looking to do something, go somewhere, cross a bridge, so to speak, right? But I just think you're going to need to be a little bit patient. Be patient in November, okay? All right. How you walk into November, you've got the Page of Coins crossed by the King of Coins, okay? Notice they're looking in totally different directions. Okay. You've got swords that flank these coins. Those are elements that weaken each other, okay? And what crowns your reading are cups, and what anchors your readings are wands. They're also elements that fight. But we do have good news, okay? Because coming up the pike, I think more at the later end of the month, you've got some fixed cards here. We'll go through all of them too, Okay, it's just I'm noticing the placement now of where these things are. Your major arcanas, you've got 3 of them, okay, in a row, but they don't come in until later, okay? So I think we need to clear out this energy, and I think that that's where those come in, okay? All right, so these two, I think you're trying to do something, but you're trying to decipher whether it's something that can be anchored or whether it's just something that you'd like to do but you have no way to anchor it. I think that that's what you're trying to decide here. Okay. If this is a relationship between 2 people, there is an age difference, but there's also a difference in how you're looking at this situation, how you're trying to approach this situation. You've got someone who, has a world of experience under their hat, and you've got someone who may just have daydreams, but there's no way to really anchor what they want to do. That may be why, they're looking in completely different directions. Yeah, I feel something may just not be, and one of the persons involved is just not willing to hear reason with it. We'll go back to that though, okay? Okay, in the near past, you've got the 8 of Swords. Okay, that's what's flushing over this reading. You feel stuck. Okay, you're trying to make a decision. You're trying to get something going, and you're just not. You're not decided. You're not at peace up here about it. Okay. I think it could be a new relationship, something you're passionate about. You're just not sure how to get it off the ground, but you will get clarity. It could be something on the home front too, that you're trying to pull together. We'll see, okay? Keep in mind too, pages bring messages, okay? It could be a message about money, a message about a relationship. It could be, you've got 2 pages in here, okay? They're message cards. All right. Where you're rooted here is the Ace of Wands, okay? That's a new passionate beginning to a relationship, a project. It's the seed, but it's not taken off yet, okay? It's also a fertility card too, okay? The start of something, anything. I think it's something on the home front. I think you're deciding, trying to figure out, I think it could be a relationship. You may just not completely trust the other person yet, and that may be the holdup here. You're just not sure about that aspect of it yet. Don't ask me where that's coming from, but just go with me on that. Okay. What crowns the reading here is the 9 of Cups. Okay, that's the wish card. A lot of the readings for November that I've done, it's been the indulgence card, but it's not. And here it is, the wish card. Okay. I think that what it is too is, again, I just keep feeling this is something on the home front. This is, a relationship may be good, like I say, but you're also, your life is good. The 9 of Cups is your life is content. You're happy. You're healthy. You know the true things that are important to you. Health, a roof over your head. You know that the things that truly make you happy are not superficial. You know exactly what they are, and they're quality things. Okay, that's where I'm going with that. I think that you're not quite sure about this other person and how that's going to affect the life that you've built for yourself, right? Okay. I know I'm scattered. There's a lot of messages coming through here. I'm just trying to put them all together. Okay. There's an error here too for you, whichever side of the coin you're on here, to really not lose focus of who you are in all of this. Okay, don't be swayed, I guess is where I'm going with that. Okay, then your future, what's coming up, you've got the Ace of Swords here. Okay, that's, you know, being able to see through things, cutting through things, getting clarity. You know, the things that you weren't able to see, you're now able to see. Okay. Keep in mind though that this sword it's double-edged. Okay, you need to know where you're going, and you get that precise vision. That's, I think, what you're held up on. You're not sure really what you want to do here. You know, whatever it is, I feel it's a bold choice, a choice that you know, you're really trying to think long term about this to make sure that it's got staying power, whatever it is, and you really feel stuck. Okay, that's okay. All right, where you go from here, how you see the situation, and again, I'm thrilled to see this here. You've got the Priestess. Okay, it's trusting your intuition. It's not a card of action. Okay, it's a card of going in here. You're looking for inner peace is what you're looking for, and it's not peace in your heart, it's peace in your mind. You're looking for peace of mind. Okay, and she's telling you that you just need to start looking at some stuff, because there are things you're rightfully so to be concerned. There's things that aren't seen yet. You don't have the whole picture yet, so it's good to be to slow down. Okay, you've got beginnings here. You've got two aces. Okay, I think what you're afraid of is false starts, and rightfully so. Okay, trust your intuition, because when this card shows up and it is energy, it's a card that's got some, you know, major deceit qualities in it. And I say that, you know, maybe because, you know, half truths, where do they fall in this equation, right? Someone may be telling you something, but they're not telling you all of it. Okay, it depends. I think you're just having a hard time trusting someone or something in this equation here. And I do think it surrounds a relationship. Okay, and this is why. You've got in your day-to-day, you've got the Sun card. Okay, that is a great card. Okay, it's a card of truths, beginnings, things coming to light, illumination, whatever it is. That's why I said you've got the majors, but they're at the end of the month. They're not right now. Okay, the beginning of the month, you're going to have the influx here. I think you get clarity at the end of the month, but I don't see you getting it at the beginning of the month. Okay, I think what you're doing now is you're just watching. You're just watching. You're listening. You're, you know, you're trying to reason things out up here. Okay. The Sun card, keep in mind, it's a great card. It's a blessed card. It's new beginnings. If you're not in a relationship, one's coming. If you're in one, it's going to change, or, you know, change for the better, or it's going to, you know, release. But the good thing is with this card that if a relationship does end, there's a new one right around the corner. Okay. I'm going to say this card, to reap the benefit of it. Okay. This is the only card that has actually a hidden 10 in it. Okay. You've got to balance some elements here. Okay, with this card too, what comes up sometimes is to reap the glorious part of it, And there is a window to this card, right? That it needs to be done, or you kind of lose the benefit of it. Okay, it loses its luster, so to speak. All right, it's trying to merge between it's making compromises. Okay, this is the card is that you want freedom, but you want you know to join as well. So there's got to be some compromise here, you know, and that's what this card is. It is a great card. Don't get me wrong. It's a wonderful card. But it's a card that you've got to put the work into it to see the benefit. If you don't, it's going to fight itself and it's not going to be good. Okay? That very rarely gets mentioned about that card, but I think in here, given that you're trying to decipher all this stuff, I don't want you to be blindsided, okay? This isn't a card that just pops up that says, okay, I'm going to make this decision because, this is so bright and sunny. It is if you're willing to do this. There's a compromise in there, okay? So, again, I think it's that you're really not sure whether you want to shake up the foundation of your current life, okay? There's an air here to take a time out, to take some time, to take a step back here. You're tired, you're not sleeping, you may not be feeling well, okay? You're very taxed is what I feel through here, just very taxed emotionally, okay? And that could be where all these elements are, it's the war within. And that's what it is. I think it's more war within yourself, okay? I'm going to say this. Be yourself, because that's what's attracting all of this good vibration to you, okay? Just make sure in all of this, there was that message in the beginning, don't lose yourself in this. Don't try to appease someone else and try to become someone else. It's not going to work for you, okay? And I think that too might be what you're trying to balance here. Do you really want to do this? Is what you're going to have to, I hate to sacrifice or compromise, worth it to you, okay? All right, your hopes and fears, you've got the Chariot card. Okay, another major fixed card that's coming for you. If you notice, in a row, we've got the Priestess, the Sun card, and now we've got the Chariot, okay? That is a success card, but it's not a card of action yet. Again, it's a card of getting your ducks in a row here, okay? Before you even attempt to move physically forward, you need to get this in alignment here, okay? With that card too, know who you are, know what your true north is, know what your deal breakers are, okay? When you get that all going in the same direction, you're looking for peace up here. Until you get that, you have a right to be your hopes and fears. Don't move until you figure that out, okay? I think there's a transformation in here, literally, and I really think it surrounds, this could be a relationship too that it's great. It's one of those that you think is like too good to be true, but it can also be one of those relationships that has just, look at the age. I mean, there's an age difference here, okay? Put the gender aside, okay? Because this is a general reading. Just look at the age difference here. You've got someone with a bunch of, worldly experience, worldly life, and sometimes, you need it. You need life under your belt in reality, right? And you've got someone much, much younger. It could be younger in age, or it could just be less life experience, right? But either way, they're not even looking at each other. What happens when a deal breaker arises? You're right to be concerned here, okay? I think, too, this could be one of those relationships. These are coins, okay? I think with the Chariot, why you're so afraid to move out of your comfort zone here, and it's not for selfish reasons. It's just that this could be one of those relationships, too, that has emotionally and financially, literally, left you destitute, left you, it just could be one that is so off balance that no matter how much you care about someone, it's just you're gonna be pulled under. Okay, that's where I'm going with that. Don't ask me why. I'm just getting a lot with this. So you may be on the verge of making a huge mistake. Okay? So, and I'm only saying that just because you're right to be doing what you're doing. Okay? All right. You're outbound. You've got the Knight of Wands. Okay? Again, keep in mind, it's knights are always in action. Okay? He is, again, as we know, it's young energy. He's not yet a king, right? He's got that young, uh, you know, driven by passion. Okay, this is someone that does very well. That does very well being organized. Okay, but they're not someone yet that is a king. They still have a lot that they want to do. Okay, and that's a great thing. But if you're running around, on fire all the time without, having anything to ground it, you know what I mean? Not enough life experience under you. These can cause some pretty big upsets too. Plus, keep in mind that this again isn't a person with a lot of life experience under them. Okay, so they're not really willing to drop anchor yet. They may think they are, but they may not be. Okay. I think what happens here around the end of the month, is I really think that you clean house. I think this turns in a whole different direction. I think you really realize that where someone else could come into the picture to point out to you some things that you may just, divine timing, you may have overseen. Okay. I really think though that this hits your home front, and I don't think it hits it in a good way. Okay. But I also think that it opens your eyes wide, okay, as to what truly is, got staying power and what truly doesn't. I think that on the home front, it takes a turn. You either decide to stay with this person and kick it up and say, get married or whatever, or either way, the foundation of your home is changed. Okay, I just feel it being changed. Hang on. You've got the Nine of Cups here that comes up as a clarifier with the Queen of Wands, fire sign, okay, and the Six of Coins, balance, okay. Clarifying him, our chew and screw knight, okay. It could be energy though too, fast moving energy, fast moving young energy, okay. It could be that, but I think it's a person, okay. But again, the Nine of Cups, you've got to look at this too. What's clarifying him is the Queen of Wands. This is someone established. It's someone she knows who she is. Okay, it's a clarifier, so we're taking it gender specific here. Okay, and you've got the Nine of Cups, which could be excess. This person, he's a whirlwind of fire, right? That's excess, but in what regard? Six of Coins, balance. Is this relationship balanced? Okay, are you receiving as much as you're giving? I have a very funny feeling here that it's not, and I think that something either hits you on the home front. I think that you're trying to weigh out whether this is going to financially destitute you. And I think that that's why there's so much. I mean, just look at this. I mean, I don't even need to say anymore. There's no way you don't notice this. It's just different on all fronts, okay? clarifiers for those two, you've got the Lover's card, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. I'm sorry about, there's the Lover's card, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands. Okay, Lover's card, Vice and Virtue. It's a karmic card though, right? The karmic debt could be around the choices that you make, right? You want to clear that out, all right? Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, okay? I just, there's just a lot of passion in here, a lot of fire, okay? Wands are about magic, right? Magic wands, like, you know, it's just, it's a lot of firepower, okay? And then you throw this, you know, into the mix here, you know, Six of Wands, it's a spiritual victory, okay? It's coming out to the other end of something, okay? But I think that it's more in that you realize, again, who you are, what you can deal with, what you can't, okay? Because the Seven of Wands is having to defend yourself or being on the defensive. You're trying to protect what's yours, okay? But from who, you know? So, okay, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I think you're just trying to make some wise decisions for yourself, okay? I know this was general, but I really think it's got an air of, you know, will this relationship thrive or will I be sucked under? You know, I think that's what's going on here. Okay. All right. I hope you have a happy November. I hope that I've helped you in some way. If you need a personal reading, please reach out to me. We can clarify on this. But I think that I just have a feeling, and it's a strong one because there were messages through here. If you look at this at the later part of the month, this is what you're coming up against. Okay? 3 major Arcana cards here, all of which speak of, you know, going within, finding balance. Okay? I'm just going to give you a visual. I just feel the need. I'm sorry. If you look at this, and I'm in no way telling you what to do, I'm just saying there's a strong air through here that you may be talked into something. Okay? Look at these 2 cards. Okay? And now let me get the right one. I was aiming for the Sun card, which is in your day-to-day, your home. Okay? Is what you're looking at between these 2 people, can you acquire that in the Sun card, those 2 people, right? Make sure that you can ground this, okay? Because again, the Sun card is about the merging of the 2, basically, right? Trying to find balance there, okay? It's the merging of 2 souls and not the suffocating of one. Make sure, remember that in your equation here, okay? Those are the relationships that last, that aren't codependent, okay? Make sure that that's not what this is, okay? All right, I hope that I've helped you in some way. I know it was general, but it was pretty much not, okay? It pretty much is going in this direction, okay? I think that the 9 of Cups in the beginning, okay, what crowns you, I think it is, you know, a wish card, okay? You know what your true, you know, what you truly value, and it's not on the monetary level, okay? But I think that towards the end, I think that it basically becomes the vice and virtue, right? Okay. All right, I will stop babbling. If you need further clarification, just reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to give that to you, and I'll be back for the mid-months, okay? So don't panic. I don't see this occurring until till we're out of the gate here, okay? Thank you so much.